Hey there, folks. Change is coming. It doesn't matter how anyone feels about it. It doesn't matter who likes it and who doesn't. It's not about them. It's about everyone and everything. As you begin to awaken, as people begin to awaken into their true selves over the next 100 years, the mass populace of this planet will be understanding more and more about what I'm talking about. Change has already happened, but it's not finished with its first step. The most important things have already been done, but you won't see the effect of it until after I get out of here. Some people don't like what I say. I don't give a damn. Some people far away don't like me. I don't care. I have people right next to me that give me hell. I don't give a damn. What matters is that I do what I know I need to. And what I need to do is successfully apply the format that I was given. It's to serve, to create, to protect. I have people tell me what to do all the time. Love them, but you know, whatever. The louder they scream, the more they show to themselves and everyone else, but they never can see it for themselves. How little they understand. Everyone's been made so selfish, especially the source kids. The ones from Lily and Arae, so many of them are so screwed up. That was all done by the original first being, which split into male and female, and they're dead. The issues they've caused will be fixed over time. Again, I don't care who likes it. I don't care who doesn't. I care that it gets done. Do I care about everyone and everything? Oh, hell yes. More than I do myself. I've lived a life to prove it. This life, my last life, Gandhi, proved it again. My last life was about namaste, love each other and everything. I still have that in my heart, but this time I came as what I am. Warrior, the strongest thing there is, the end wall. But what I am inside, this thing it's the name I have for it is Arae, A-R-A-E, is almost free from this body now. And that's what was made in the very beginning, to serve and protect. And the female half of what I am, of what I was in the beginning, when she and I were together, my spirit mate, so to speak, actually, we both came from the two large halves of something, so we weren't one ball to separate, but it's still basically the same thing. It's just a little more intense, actually. Lily, she's the female, the focal point of the strongest and focal point of the female part of the strongest source energy that was ever created. And I'm from the male part of it, the strongest focal point part of the male. And they made me to serve and protect, and I've been doing that. I'm done. I've left you all the equipment you need to do what you need to do. I've tried to help you understand who you really are, your true value, how important you are to creation itself. Nothing is about, excuse me, nothing is about any one person. However, every person is very important. You're part of creation. Don't ever put anyone down, and don't think you're better than anyone else. We're all the same. There's some sick people doing some sick stuff. That's going to stop. Perfect world, no such thing as perfect, but things are going to change. You're going to meet the ETs, or family members from other planets. They look different because the planets they come from have different compositions, materials in their composition. So there's their bodies need to be different, whether they breathe methane or something else, or a lot of them are like us, similar. A little different, but similar. So anyway, once you get used to that, then you're going to meet the Fae, where those spirit beings here in the second dimension, but there's no barrier between the second dimension and the first. This would be considered the first. This is actually the third dimension here on this planet, but I'm talking about on this planet. There's this dimension, we're in the third, and then there's a one below us. The one below us, two below us, three below us, and it goes on like that. Dimensions, totally, there is a first dimension. That's where life was being created. It's been stopped. That whole dimension has been closed off. It's been slowed down. There's something keeping anyone from ever being made again, any more first beings. That's not going to change. Right now, there's a big enough mess with what the original first being made. This God character that made itself up. The original first being created the God image and put it into people's heads using the original first angels that used to exist. They're gone now, except for a few good ones. All that's gone. They're gone, and their support mechanism is destroyed. You have all the tools you need to wake up. The spiritualfoundation.com has got every damn thing you need to open up your abilities. You don't have to go there to wake up. All you have to do is sit in a chair, take a few nice full breaths, relax, let things go, let your eyes go out of focus, and just feel, extend yourself out there. You're not a body. If the energy goes in and out of your fingertips and your palms, that's where you feel energy. Okay, the heart people usually feel more tingling. Solar plexus sometimes just see it as well as feel it. Pineal people can feel energy and pressure, and plus there's different mixtures of these different ways of feeling. But you put your hands, keeping the hands over towards your head, you put your hands farther away, and then you slowly bring them in. And when you think you feel something, stop, and then go back again, then go in, and just see if you feel it. You will feel it. That's you. That's the real you, sticking out of your body. So, a lot of people would say Jay's crazy. I don't give a damn. It does not matter to me whatsoever. I'm not going for office. I don't do political polls. It's nice when I see that more people are watching and listening to the words I say, even though there's a lot of repetition in it. There's a reason for that. Remember, what I'm here for, these words are very important for the next 100 years. And they'll be here. They'll be here, period. It's about everyone else becoming themselves. And then becoming aware of everything that's around them and what's been going on. I don't care what other people think. It doesn't matter. When you're in a body having a life, you're having to put up with all kinds of crap anyway. So, as you wake up, people say you're crazy. Don't worry about them. A lot of them are afraid of change. They don't understand it. And a lot of people are still stuck in the way that they were groomed as spirit, having different lives and different bodies. That, hey, You have to fight everything, everyone. You have to fight everything, everyone. You have to fight everything, everyone, all the time, life after life. And the whole idea for that is to press the hell out of you. The more they push you, the more you were pushed while you were stuck in a body, literally stuck, cannot get out unless you kill the body. The whole idea was to just abuse the hell out of you, because when you're in a body coming out, having a life, you go poof, right? You grow. But when you're in a body having a real bad life, you come out and then poof, you grow more in size. Original first being male and female were literally growing you to be bigger, so that when they would take the two spirit mates, put them together like the soul mates, go to a new universe, you would release a third of your energy, the most you can release, and still maintain your cohesion, energetic cohesion. And there'd be more prayer givers, prayer makers to praise them. All that crap's gone. You're going to find all kinds of change in all kinds of ways. All the little things that are subtle, that are behind the scenes that you'll never know about. When spirit guides talk to you, they're not going to be allowed to lie instead of being forced to lie, or being allowed to lie when they enjoy it. Those spirits that are problems, they're being taken away. Some of them are going to have their own places to stay. Will they be locked in? The rest are being deleted, gone, destroyed. Everything that wants to maintain the old way of abuse, if it won't change its mind, after being told once, at the most twice, it's deleted. You get rid of cancer by cutting it out. You don't let it just keep making things worse and just hope it's going to get better, because when it proves it won't, see ya. So who am I to say all this crap? Where does this guy get all this stuff? What book did he read? No, I wrote the books. I wrote the only books that actually hold the truth to creation and who you are. You want to find yourself? You're inside that body. Look in the mirror. You see that face? Now look in the eyes. That's you. The real you, trapped inside there. Take nice relaxing breaths. You can close your eyes. Later on, it's easy to do it when they're open. I mean, it'll probably be easier for you to do when they're open, and then you just let your energy out. You can feel your own energy, so you know you're real. Over 600 videos I've put out to help you with that. So I won't tell you I'm not going to make another video before I'll go, but I'm telling you, this is going out tomorrow, or today. It's 5 o'clock or something. It doesn't need a timestamp, because this is continuous. This will never change. What I am, this thing inside this body, the me, not this body. This body, you can't hardly even walk anymore. But what I am, you can't hurt me, nothing can. People have always tried to tell me what to do. I just look at them, it's just like, wow, they're fracked up. Turn around and leave. When I was younger, sometimes somebody didn't want you to leave, and they didn't like that. I think I was 6 years old. I was 6 years old when I started lifting weights. Kind of into physical fitness anyway, whatever. I've always been there to serve, to protect, to take care of. I have left a clear record of that. So what people believe and think about me, it's really not important. What's important is that they understand more about themselves, that they find themselves. I'm telling you fact, whether you like it or not, big deal. I love you. I want you to understand things for yourself. As the stronger you get, as you awaken, you're going to find out it's true. I know that. Breaking in this new chair, tearing it into the shelves. I don't matter. I'm like Stone Mountain in Atlanta, a huge piece of granite. I'm just there. I don't matter. It's the people running around. It's the animals running around. It's the plants stationary. It's the planets. It's the stars. There's so much more creation than you've ever been able to realize. And folks, it's obvious that there's other people from other planets here. And it's about to be obvious that 98% of everything, a little over 98% of everything here in space or hanging around like that they're the good guys. The problem has been here on the planet, and most of them have already been destroyed, and there was a little less in the flicker. I told you about fights going on in Alaska underground, and then what happens a couple days later or the next day? All of a sudden there's, tremors being felt in Alaska. I've done everything I can. And I've done more than I needed to. I mean, I've done my job plus, so. And I am the strongest source that has ever existed anywhere. And that's what I put into these products at thespiritualfoundation.com, and everything around here is loaded. Those people that I did manage to crank up that didn't get the DNA ICUC, you'll get a little extra when I'm out of here, and everyone's going to get something. Don't expect everything to turn around and be wonderful in 24 hours. That'll never happen. But I am taking the animals with me. I don't mean when I die, all of a sudden every animal drops dead. No, it's not going to happen like that. You will find out what's going on. The slaughterhouses and everything else, animals be dying. Some of the people around there are going to die too. I'm taking them also. There's a lot of people in body that shouldn't be in body. They're going to leave. And if they're open to change, fine. If they're not, they're being deleted. I don't care. When you have a fine piece of equipment, like say the old adage was a Swiss watch. Who knows? It's something digital now in another country. But anyway, if you get a piece of dirt in the gears, it'll mess up the gears. You have to pull that dirt out and remove it to get that thing to start moving smooth as it should be. Creation was made wrong from the very beginning for the wrong reason. It was made to be about one individual that had already split itself into male and female and told you to call it God. That's gone. There is no God. No one's any better than anyone else. You hear that? Just walk away. Don't even waste your time. So, I've told people what I thought and left. And then I've actually gotten in the middle of stuff to protect people and especially animals. Literally just jumped in the middle of it. I don't care. I'm not worried about it. I'm not this body. It's my function. It's my purpose. It's my format. I was made to be like that. It's natural because it's what I am. That's just how it happened in the beginning. Y'all have had a lot more freedom. You've just had lives more relative to those frequencies that you have or you're supposed to have. But the problem was you were beat up so hard, and then you were given lives that are against the frequencies that you are, to make it even more struggle for you while you're in the body. So after you come out after having a life, you get even bigger. Everything was about pleasing, the original first being male and female. Now it's your turn. Now it's your turn. It's time for you to be pleased. And it's going to happen. And I'm going to make sure it continually stays that way. Nothing can stop me, because nothing can kick my ass. Not everything together can stop me. That's what I've become from having over 10.846 trillion lives, averaging over 237 years each. Boy, averaging over 237 years each, because that's crazy for the Earth. The Earth, people haven't had many lives here. So many of you, have had billions, hundreds of billions, trillions of lives. There's a lot of souls from the first wave. There was 5 waves, and y'all have had, some of you have had over 1 trillion lives. That's a lot. And most of the planets we've been on, they're so much larger than the Earth that when they're one revolution is many of ours, and that's why when I said having lives of 237 years average, well, that's, you know, in relative to Earth years time, relative to we understand time on this planet. JAE, with the first planet, was what, 270 times the mass of Jupiter. Oh, my head's falling away on that. Anyway, this body's finally breaking down. So I can get out of here and work for you where I can do more good. That's what I like to do. Don't bother telling me what to do. That doesn't go too good. Best you can hope out of that is to be ignored. It's amazing there's people here that know what I am and who I am, and they still get so arrogant that they even start yelling at me. It's funny as hell. It really is. Anyway. I wanted to make this video to just blatantly state awesome change is coming. Nothing can stop it. And it's way past time. It should have happened a long time ago. So, that being said, I hope you all have a good day. If you do want to wake up, as you awaken, the 3 books in the creation series, right now it's on Amazon.com, easiest way to get it. Excuse me. That's all the information of how creation started and what's been going on, the fighting. The fighting has been happening, was happening for 7-8 years. That book, book number 2, if I really put everything in there, it'd be over 1,000 pages. That's stupid. If you know about the fighting and some of the major points, that's what mattered. It was about me fighting. I think I know what I was talking about, but I didn't want to talk any more about it. I want you to understand that you're going to start having lives that are relative to your frequencies, where you can enjoy yourself, where all this death, destruction, horror, torture, I mean, all this crap, it's going to be gone. We go in the body as spirit. We're anxious to go in the body to have a life so that we can develop ourselves, who we are as energy. It doesn't have to be a physical body. If it's an energy body, that happens smoother, easier, and cleaner, like the Fey bodies. But these physical bodies are too abusive. We have to consume physical mass to maintain a physical body, which means something has to be tortured while it's being killed and consumed. Animals eat animals. We eat animals. Animals eat us when they can. It's insane. It's insanity. So, crazy. Those that want to do harm unto others shall have what they deserve. Personal harm. That's It's what they deserve. It's what they'll receive. It's called karma. So for the people who want to hurt others, karma's a bitch. Karma wears overalls. Folks, there's never been a better time for you to explore who you are inside. It's never been easier. You've never had so much help. When you want to wake up, those stone spheres, they're not cheap. But you can buy one. These new ones are so strong. If you got 2 bedrooms together, you can put it between the 2 bedrooms. It goes through the walls. That stone energy goes through the walls. It'll go into everyone in 2 rooms. If there's 2 bedrooms together, the average bedrooms these days are 10 foot anyway, 10, 14 foot, whatever in these houses. You put it in the wall there, it's going to flood over both. It'll reach out 20 plus feet in each direction. So honestly, you put it in the middle of 3 rooms that are together, and it'll hit all 3 rooms. Crank up everyone in there in the whole house. And while you're sleeping, and just all you're doing is sleeping, relaxing. In the meantime, the stone energy is working with your own. Remember, spirit doesn't need to sleep. Your body does. But your spirit keeps going. So your spirit's just getting cranked up, working, getting stronger inside. And it actually helps your body. It helps your abilities move through your bodies. You want to understand how you run through your body as spirit? Book number 3, the Creation Series. The orange one over there. No one's ever had this information. It was time now. My last life was trying to get y'all to stand shoulder to shoulder, to realize you can even feel yourselves being together, heart to heart. Almost everything I tried to do that life was destroyed by the original first being female. Well, now they're destroyed. Bada boom, bada bing. So anyway, folks, it does nothing but start to get better. It'll get a little crazy. There will be a time when you'll start seeing more people dropping dead, but it's going to be easy, casual, no big thing. There's no such thing as an Armageddon. A couple thousand years from now, the physical body's be gone. When you feel your aura, and you start feeling the energy in stones, and you start relaxing and letting yourself float, and more people on the other side are talking to you, this is all going to be happening. It's going to be made to happen instead of being kept from happening. You're trying to move forward. You've had someone put up a wall and slowly move the wall towards you. Now you're going to be given a nice easy cart to be in that slowly moves on its own, that helps you. It's like a slow moving escalator that's just going flat. To wake up and become yourself and have better lives. While you're in a body, you're going to see what's going on the other side. You're going to know that you're spirit in a body. You're going to know that you're just having a temporary moment in your actual life as spirit. Sentient energy goes on eternally. And unless you're killed, destroyed by something, and the only way that'll ever happen is if you're screwing with something. You know, you're abusing everything and you won't stop. As long as you never do that, you just keep going forever. But you'll know that you took time off to go in the body to learn and develop, to develop your heart, your compassion, your honor, your knowledge, your understanding, your wisdom. You'll know that you're in school and college, but you're going to phone home, you're going to Skype home, you're going to see everyone there. That's how it changes. I've set up new alliances now. There's another one called the Alliance of Life. It's the numero uno council, alliance, whatever you want to call it, that exists now in creation. And there's 2 beings there that are literally spirit, not in body, out of body. And you have equipment there where you can see them and talk to them. Proof of life on the other side. And as time goes on, it's going to be a few 100 years, 100 years here, 100 years there, 100 years there. There's going to be new councils made with more people that are spirit talking. I said years ago that things are going to be made to where people can open up and they can literally see through dimensions. They're going to see people sitting at the table. Well, what I didn't bother to tell you is that part of that seeing people at the table was literally sitting at a table and seeing spirit that's out of a body. That's who you are when you're not in a body. So everything's going to change. On this planet, basic food, basic medical, basic housing, these things are going to be given to you. Given to you. And the more you do for other people, as far as the work that you do to help other people, there's credits you get for that, and you can, get more out of life if you want it. I mean, whatever you want to do. But we work as a group, like so many other, like most of the advanced, almost all the advanced races do on other planets. Most all of them. So you find out about that. Like I said, they have equipment where they can see and talk to others out of body. So I'm going to go home and I'm going to keep going with this. I destroyed the old nasty castle, and now I got to go home and clean it up and build a new one, build a nice table. That's what it is, not a castle, a table. No doubt I'll make it out of stone. Where everybody can meet. And it'll be round so people know that everyone has an equal part. It's just not everyone's going to have not everyone's going to have an equal part in deciding on how things go. You're going to have freedom to do almost anything you want, except for abusing anybody, or if you're really high frequency, you're not going to be allowed to just run around in places where there are people gathering of lower frequencies. Because when I say people, I'm talking about spirit, when you're in your natural state, because you don't belong there and you can be upsetting. Now, if you want to, I have friends there, good friends. They know I care. I protect them like I protect everything else. They were made to be that. They were made to be what they are. To have that many lower frequencies. That was done on purpose by the original first being male and female. It's not their fault. As long as they don't want to hurt anyone, nothing's going to hurt them either. So I guess I just wanted to make a statement. Before I go, I had to say that. And just because I don't care about what people say does not mean I don't care about them. They're the reason why I was made. I just modified my format after I began having lives and learned, developed. A lot of you are going to have lives too when you get out of this one, where you go into these energetic bodies, like the Fae, in new universes, brand new ones. What's going on is things are being changed now that we got rid of the problems, got rid of the cause of this abusive creation, of this abusive format in our creation. So now we can have lives that are relative to who we really are, or, me too. I've been staying in a body, getting stronger and stronger every life, to where I was finally strong enough to stand up to anything and everything that there is. I'm past that point, so now it's just time to stop. My own energy. When you have a life, like I said, when you have a life in a body, when you get out, you get stronger. My energy's mutated so much, it just keeps growing. I don't need to be in a body. What I am is ridiculously powerful, strong, huge, but it's going to keep growing anyway. So I'd like to talk a little more about dimensions later and some stuff like that to leave you what I can. So anyway, this was all about all of you, everyone, everything. I hope you understand. I hope you can feel already that you've never had a better time to explore who you really are. I guarantee you, you're going to find you like yourself. When all of you were created, when all of you were released from the original first being, I was there. When the original first being put itself in that predicament where it was in a condition where it was releasing part of itself, it was vulnerable. I was there every time. That was my job. I watched all of you come out. So, things will be good. You'll find the truth in things. Right now, the most important thing to me is for you to find the truth in yourself. Don't worry about me. You know, say what you want. It doesn't matter. But people, start thinking more of yourself. Start caring more about yourself. And you might want to, those of you that really get aggressive towards other people, if I was you, I'd really consider quitting doing that. Karma is going to come back and bite you the minute you do something wrong very soon. So it's going to take 3 to 4 months after I'm gone to get the other side settled down. There are so many trillions and trillions and trillions of beings. And this insanity in creation has been going on for over 2.8 quadrillion years, Earth years. That's how long everyone's been having lives and bodies doing stuff. So I'm surrounded by some wonderful people. I have nothing but love for people, but I don't care how they react to me when I have to put the job first. Doesn't mean I don't love them, doesn't mean I don't care. But it does mean nothing can stop me. I'm here for a job. Everyone thought I was just full of crap when I talked about going into you and making you stronger, and then what do you find out? I never lied. So I'm not made to function with hope. I had love and massive fortitude slammed into what I am. So that's the way you build something to protect. Archangel Michael, incredible, awesome. He was made as an angel, but he was made stronger with fortitude. And he's got some heart in there too. But without having one life, he understood the problem that we had, and he understands how things are the way they are now. Anyway, that's what's coming. That's what happened. And it's all yours. A whole new life is starting. You'll see it in politics. You're going to see it everywhere. Everything's going to change. And those that want to hurt, destroy, and maim, Watch what happens. Doesn't happen overnight, but it starts immediately. Immediately after the death of this body. Not there yet, but I'm real close. So, folks, love you, man. This is happening for a very good reason. Reason is you. And you'll see it happen. And then just know this. You're free. Go have fun. Run around. Enjoy life. And again, those products at the website, thespiritualfoundation.com, I made those for you and your kids and their kids and their kids. That energy will never come out. They will never stop working. Never. They are spheres of eternal power. They help you enhance and crank up your own energy to help you wake up. You can't hold it and turn on a light and be telekinetic or anything. It helps you realistically. Your energy and your body gets stronger. Those necklaces that Deanna makes, they go all the way around your core energy, so there's a soft but even and continuous flow of stone energy going through your spirit core, going through your whole body. They don't have the power of the sphere, but then again, those necklaces, you hold them, they have weight to them. Deanna puts a lot of stone in there, and it's not little teeny pieces. These spheres are almost solid stone, the way they're compact. So, Deanna makes nicer, smoother ones than I did. Mine were a little rougher. But the power, it's all there. So, anyway, folks, love you. Take care, and it'll keep getting better.